Every once in a while a song hits the radio and it just resonates with everybody. I remember a song back in 2000 entitled simply, "Who Let the Dogs Out?" Now, I remember playing that song over and over, and then later on I would go on the internet and research the meaning of that song, and actually it has a different meaning. But I've always wondered, really, who did let the dogs out? Anyways, today I want to draw your attention to a part of the Bible where God lets the lions out. Probably wondering, why would he let the lions out? We're going to find out why in just a moment. Stay tuned. 2 Kings chapter 17 verse 24, and it reads, "The king of Assyria brought people from Babylon, Cutha, Ava, Hamath, and Sepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the people of Israel. And they took possession of Samaria and lived in its cities." Now, why is all this happening? See, the children of Israel had been promised the promised land. And now, because of years of disobedience, they are now forfeiting the right to the promised land. They're losing their blessing. And as such, the king of Assyria is now, he's taken over the territory and he's placed other people there. Now it's interesting what happens next. Verse 25 says, "And at the beginning of their dwelling there, they did not fear the Lord. Therefore, the Lord sent lions among them, which killed some of them." That's pretty crazy. Could you imagine yourself just walking down the street, coming home from work, and next thing you know, a lion takes you out? That's gonna catch your attention. That's gonna make some headlines. That's gonna be on CNN. That's gonna be on Fox. That's gonna be on all the news stations. Lions just roaming around. Now the question is, why are the lions roaming around? Well, again, the people in the land are continuing to carry on and doing all kinds of abominations. But here's the redeeming part of this story. You see, Israel had a chance to be a witness to the surrounding nations. They chose not to use that opportunity to be a witness, so they're taken into captivity. However, God gives them a second chance through the form of a priest. The king of Assyria, as you read later on in the story, when he hears about this, he says, "Man, the God of the land is angry. We need to educate those people about the God of the land." And so he sends a priest from Israel back into the territory to teach those people how to properly have a relationship with the Lord. Now I want to pause right there because this has encouraged me. And what this tells me about God is that God is indeed a God of a second chance. And he's always trying to reach us with the everlasting gospel, the everlasting good news. And we as followers, we have a responsibility to the world to share that message. And if we don't, he's going to find other ways to catch people's attention so that they can hear the message. My prayer for you simply is that you, and myself included, we just stay close to the Lord. Let us be vessels. Let us be witnesses. Let us not follow the example of Israel. But if we happen to slip and fall, we know that we serve a God of a second chance. And he's going to get that word out. I pray you have a blessing today. Now, before you ask, I will have another video on the prayer series. And as a matter of fact, if you've enjoyed the prayer series, you've missed the first two parts, I will post a link down below where you can catch up with the first two parts. I have another video coming out on the prayer series as we continue in 2021. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time.